Real Madrid eyeing up dramatic transfer pursuit for Garnacho. Amrabat set to be sent back to Fiorentina after his loan spell ends. Kobbie Mainoo on the brink of signing a new contract at Manchester United. And Manchester United reportedly being investigated by the HMRC in the UK and may have to pay some fines. These are all the things we'll be talking about on today's show. But before we jump into that, please smash a like on this evening's video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's get straight on into it. Let's start the show off with some positivity, as we always like to do on this channel. And that's going to be talking about none other than Mr. Kobbie Mainoo. What an absolute baller we've got here, guys. Absolute baller. He was unbelievable against Liverpool yesterday. I remember one moment, he gets the ball. He literally dribbled past about 3 Liverpool players, puts the ball into the box, and we nearly score. Honestly, this guy is an absolute baller. And the news I have for you this afternoon is that apparently Kobbie Mainoo is very close to agreeing a new contract at Manchester United. And you know what? I think he deserves it. I honestly think he deserves it more than anybody else in this team. I think we should be building our midfield around this guy. He's currently only paid £10,000 per week by Manchester United, which is crazy. 10,000 a week. Obviously, he is still only 18 years of age, so he's still very, very young. The new deal's reportedly going to be worth somewhere around 60,000 a week. I think that's fine. I've got no issue with that at all. 60,000 sounds about right. I think it puts him on about the same kind of money as Garnacho, around the same kind of money as Rasmus Højlund. That makes sense, you know? These are young players who are breaking through into the first team. They definitely deserve that type of money. They're not at the level yet where they should be, you know, getting the 200 to 250 grand a week yet, like the top earners at United. But I think most of the fan base question whether the top earners should really be earning that type of money. You know, that you think of the Rashfords, you think of the Sanchos, you think of the people like Casemiro and Varane who are on 300 grand plus a week. Like, I much prefer bringing through young players like this or signing young players like Rasmus Højlund, giving them reasonable wages. And then if Højlund goes and scores 30 goals next season in the Premier League, then obviously, yeah, give him a pay rise. But if he doesn't, then we're not giving him stupid money for effectively nothing, you know? And I think, you know, Kobbie Mainoo getting this new deal is nothing short of incredible for us. I think he honestly is going to go on and be a legend of Manchester United. So yeah, the story says that Kobbie Mainoo will earn £60,000 a week. He currently is only on £10,000 a week. So for me personally, not a single complaint about this. I love the guy. I think he should be going to the Euros, to be honest, with England. I know this isn't an England channel, but the fact that Jordan Henderson has been picked to go to the Euros when he's playing in an Ajax side who are sat 6th in the Eredivisie, it's embarrassing. It really, really is. But oh well, we're Manchester United fans. We're not here to talk about England. Kobbie Mainoo, new contract, apparently until 2029. So what's that, 5-year deal? Really, really happy about that. I think he's going to go on to be to be a legend at Manchester United. I genuinely believe that. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section about Kobbie Mainoo's new contract. And let's move on to this story that broke earlier on today about Garnacho. So this is coming out from a Madrid-based journalist. He's got over 130,000 followers. And they're reporting this. This came in this morning, actually. The story is this. Florentino Perez, who is the director, I think he's the... Was he? Is he the director of football at Real Madrid or the CEO? Let me have a quick check on that. I'm not sure off the top of my head. Yeah, he's the CEO. So the CEO of Real Madrid, so the top person at Real Madrid, Florentino Perez wants to meet Garnacho when he travels to Manchester on April the 17th. It says he wants to sign the winger for Real Madrid and hopes that he can convince him. Obviously, Real Madrid are playing Man City in the Champions League. And yeah, so apparently Florentino Perez, the CEO of Real Madrid, will meet Garnacho and his representatives, and he's going to try and sign him. I'll be honest with you, right? I personally think it's inevitable that Garnacho will move to Real Madrid at some point. I don't think it will be now, though. I think it's too early in his kind of career. We know that Garnacho's idol is Cristiano Ronaldo. We know that obviously Ronaldo's trajectory was the same. He came to Manchester United. He won Champions Leagues. He won Ballon d'Ors. He did all sorts of things, didn't he? And then he moved to Real Madrid. And I think that Garnacho will follow the same path as him. I think he's good enough. I don't think he's as good as Ronaldo, but I think he's good enough to play for Real Madrid. I just don't think it will be now. Obviously, Garnacho's just signed a new contract. I think it was last season. Manchester United, I think, would want absolutely crazy money if they were to sell Garnacho. I honestly think they'd ask for like 100 million plus. Because why would they not? You can see that there's a star in the making there. 19 years of age. Like, he's going to go on to be one of the best players in the world, in my opinion. He was unbelievable again yesterday. To have started 25 games in a row for Manchester United at the age of 19 and to look like one of our best players, like, that's not just coincidence. You know, he definitely is a talented player. And if I was Manchester United, I would say, you know what, Real Madrid, if you want him, you've got to give us £100 million. And they're not going to do that. So I don't personally think Garnacho is going anywhere at the moment. But as I said, being completely honest, I can see Garnacho in a Real Madrid shirt at some point. He's got 4 years left of his contract. I think Garnacho will just keep getting better and better and better. And then maybe in 2 or 3 years' time, I imagine he'll probably move to Real Madrid. Obviously, he is Argentinian by nationality, but he was born in Madrid. He started his career off at Atletico Madrid. But yeah, he's had an incredible season, Garnacho. He really, really has. He's one of our best players, and I wouldn't sell him. I would keep him. Even if they offered £100 million, I'd say no, because I genuinely think that he's going to easily become £100 million plus player in the next couple of years. Easily. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. I would much rather see someone like Antony go, someone like Rashford go, Sancho go. 3 or 4 of those other wingers I'd rather see go before Garnacho. So Florentino Perez is welcome to speak to Garnacho as much as he wants. He's welcome to come over here as he will for the Madrid Man City game, but I don't think he's going anywhere. Stranger things have happened in football. Maybe he turns around and says, I want to leave, but I don't see it personally. And if that was to happen, as I said, I imagine Manchester United would want a massive amount of money. So yeah, it is nice though that he's getting recognition in some ways, and that, you know, top clubs are looking at him. And I think he deserves that. I think he's good enough to play for any team in the world, in my opinion. I genuinely believe that. He's a very, very talented player. But let me know what you guys think about that. If Real Madrid were to come in for Garnacho in the summer, how much would you want? What would be your magic number? Let me know in the comment section below. For me personally, as I said, I would want something over 100 million for him, pounds. If we paid 95 million euros for Antony, Garnacho is worth 100 million, without a shadow of a doubt. So for me, it's 100 million plus for Antony to even entertain, for Garnacho to even entertain selling him. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments section. The next story we've got is on Sofian Amrabat. This is coming out from a couple of very reliable journalists in Italy this afternoon. And the headline is, apparently Manchester United will not look to trigger the buy option in Amrabat's loan deal. I mean, that's really to be expected, isn't it? We've got, I think, 10 Premier League games left of the season. It hasn't worked for Amrabat at Manchester United, to be honest. It hasn't. He's 28 in a couple of months' time. I don't think he's as good as we all thought he was. I'll be honest, I was sat here in the summer saying, what an incredible signing. He's going to transform our team. And maybe if Kobbie Mainoo hadn't have broken through, maybe he would have come in and had more of an impact. But what I have seen of Sofian Amrabat, as I said, he's approaching 28 years of age. We've got Kobbie Mainoo, who, in my opinion, has been better for us without a shadow of a doubt this season, and has a higher ceiling than Amrabat without a shadow of a doubt. So I see no reason to keep Sofian Amrabat. It makes zero sense. I think we can do better than that. I think in the summer, you get rid of Sofian Amrabat. Maybe you sell Casemiro and you go and buy like a 20-year-old world-class centre midfielder, because that's what we need to go alongside Kobbie Mainoo. And Sofian Amrabat isn't that. He's 28. He should be in his prime, and I don't think he's very good, really, being honest. I know people will say that's a bit harsh and that he's not really had a chance, but at the end of the day, Erik ten Hag brought him in, and Kobbie Mainoo's benching him. Casemiro's benching him. McTominay's benching him. And that kind of says something for me. Whether maybe he's not training very well, maybe he's not very fit. Like, it's easy for us to sit here and say, oh, Erik ten Hag should give him opportunities and all the rest of it. But the thing you guys have to remember is, right, you watch Manchester United for 90 minutes once a week, and that's it. Erik ten Hag's on the training pitch every single day, 7 days a week, with his coaches, watching these players. So you have to trust his judgment based on what, the players are actually doing day to day. And the fact that he's not getting in the team at all clearly says something, in my opinion. We know that Amrabat and Erik ten Hag had a good relationship earlier in their career. And we know that Erik ten Hag wanted him and he's benched him. So we have to trust Erik ten Hag on this one. But let me know what you guys think. Has Amrabat been mistreated? Let me know what your thoughts are. Would you sign him in the summer? Let me know in the comment section below. The final story for this evening's show is about money, which is everybody's worst topic around Man United. It's always miserable when you talk about money, isn't it? So this is coming out from The Independent in the UK. Very reliable news outlet, newspaper. And they're reporting that HMRC is holding talks with Manchester United about the amount of tax paid on arrangements with players and agents in what could hamper future transfer budgets. With financial regulations biting in the Premier League, if the club is forced to pay significant money to the UK tax authorities, it could further hinder spending power in the up-and-coming transfer windows. The club do not yet know how much they may have to pay. I mean, all the money talk, I just think, like, we never seem to get very good news about it. And I think so many players will leave this summer that we will be able to spend money. You know, you could easily see anywhere between 5 and 10 players leaving this summer. When you think Martial's contract's up, Amrabat will be sent back. That's 2, 100%. I imagine that Maguire will probably be moved on. Sancho, Van de Beek, people like Alvaro Fernandez, the left back, Brandon Williams. Like, there are so many people out there who are going to be moved on. I mean, people like Lindelof, McTominay, Anthony, Rashford, Bruno. Like, all of these people could go in the summer. Casemiro, Varane. Like, there's so many question marks around most of our team. Wan-Bissaka. That I think it will be a summer where we have to sell to buy, but I still think we'll be able to spend a lot of money. And that will be because a lot of people will leave. A lot of people with high wages will leave. I mean, Sancho, 250k a week. Varane and Casemiro are both on about 350 a week, grand. So yeah, I'm not too worried about the summer. I do think we'll have money to spend, but it will be a summer where we have to obviously sell to buy, and we'll have to see where we end up. But I'm going to wrap the video up here, guys. My throat's starting to go. As I said to you guys, my throat's been really bad the last couple of weeks, so I've been limited on the videos. But if you have enjoyed today's show, please do make sure to smash a like, subscribe to the channel before you go. This has been Daily Red Devil. Have a great evening, everybody, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow.